Hi, and welcome to the behind the scenes DVD featurette for Dark Planet the movie. My name is Matt King, and my wife Tia and I worked with a great group of junior high and high school kids to make this movie. It's all part of a summer filmmaking program in Pineland, Texas, where we spend a week learning how to make movies and then 2 weeks actually making a movie ourselves, as well as other short films and commercials and fake trailers and just several fun projects along the way. 2011 is the second consecutive year for the Let's Make a Movie program. Last year, in the summer of 2010, we made a movie called Sid, An Extraordinary Kid, and it was a huge fun learning experience for all of us, so we were very thankful that we had another opportunity to do this program for another consecutive year, and it's been a blast. The first year we had 9 kids. The second year we had 12 kids, so hopefully it will continue to grow and we can make some more fun movies down the road. So this video is all about how we did some of the different special effects and costumes and set designs and just the whole process of making Dark Planet on a pretty limited budget and using the resources that were available to us. Hope you enjoy. Virtually everything that we shot for Dark Planet took place in the Sabine Area Career Center, which is the facility where we also held class. Thanks to the Career Center director, Lana Como, there were several rooms made available to us on different days, but we primarily used a large karate room and a welding room for the shots we needed, as well as some outdoor filming done by the nearby railroad tracks. The equipment used for most of the shots included our video camera, a Canon HV-20, a Rode video mic, and a tripod, and that's really about it. We mostly used the overhead lights in our welding room as well as the light from the sun. For a few moving shots, we just put the video camera on a computer cart and rolled it along the floor, and I was amazed at how well this worked for a makeshift dolly. Basically, the only set that required a special build project was the Mantis spaceship. My wife Tia spent many days putting together this amazing set, which consisted basically of several sheets of drywall painted black and silver with some other accessories here and there. And for the flooring, we bought these EVA foam tiles that are usually used for gym flooring or in garages. You can get them online or even from Walmart. And we lighted the whole set with some clip-on lamps and colored bulbs. This whole set looked really great in our movie. And for the actual spaceship model, we knew there were basically 2 directions we could go. Either we could use some 3D software like 3D Max or Blender or Cinema 4D, or other programs in which you can design your own ship on the computer, or you can even buy a pre-designed model. Or we could set out to actually build a miniature spaceship and film it in front of a green screen. Now, I'm no effects wizard, and to be honest, 3D programs scare me a little bit, so we decided we better figure out a way to build a miniature ship that we could film in front of a green screen and add various effects to make it look as realistic as possible. So my wife Tia started planning and purchasing various materials from a hardware store, and eventually she came up with this. It consists basically of plywood, wood glue, metal washers and other metal bits, PVC pipe, drain rings, battery-operated lights, and lots of black and silver spray paint. Tia did an incredible job putting this spaceship together, and she named it the Mantis, which sounds great. I think the footage really turned out well in the film. Last year, when we filmed Sid, our costume design basically consisted of whatever the kids were wearing that day. We put together some scrubs and baseball gear, but beyond that, we didn't do a lot of costume design. But this year, since we wanted to make a science fiction movie, much of which took place on a faraway planet, we figured we better spend some more time on our costume design. For the aliens on Dark Planet, we just got some robes and a tablecloth and an old Halloween cape, nothing too fancy. Those costumes were probably the ones we spent the least time on. For the commander and her assistant, we used some camo that the kids already had, so that was easy enough. Dex the scientist wore a lab coat, which cost about $15 on Amazon, which is where we ordered most of the supplies to make the costumes. Dex's assistants wore these poofy Tyvek suits, painter suits, which cost about $8 a piece. The kids really liked those suits, and they called them marshmallow suits because they were so poofy. For our bad guy, the general, we got a military jacket from an Army surplus store. We also got an Army helmet, a gas mask, and a cane from Amazon. That whole suit probably cost about $75, but I think it turned out pretty cool for an evil military villain costume. Then you have the general's minions, the Borg soldiers, and their costumes consisted of a leather jacket that we already had, a red skull patch, some shoulder pads and knee pads, and another kind of cool-looking gas mask, all that we got from Amazon. We also bought a huge water gun from Walmart and spray painted it silver. That whole costume cost about $70, and I think it makes for a convincing Borg soldier costume. For our lead role, Sola the Bounty Hunter, we invested a little more time in her costume and armor. There's a really cool technique where you can use a heat gun to mold foam into whatever shape you would like. So we took a couple of leftover tiles from our spaceship corridor set, and we drew out some armor patterns and cut them out, and then we used a wood burner to add some details, and then heated them with a heat gun and molded the armor into shape to where it would fit our actress Emily Sparks. It's amazing what you can do with this technique. Just look it up online. We also added some little click-on lights to make parts of the armor glow, and those are also really cheap online. Then we just spray painted some arm and shin guards and got some motocross gloves to add to our foam armor. We also gave her some futuristic goggles and a watch from Walmart for her hologram watch. For Sola's rifle, again, we just got a water gun from Walmart and spray painted it black with a few silver details, and it looked great. That whole costume cost somewhere around $100, but I was really pleased with the way it turned out. One of the things we used this year, a lot more than last year, was the green screen. We had it set up in the welding room, and it's just a large muslin sheet that you can drape over a stand. And when you film something in front of the green screen, it allows you to put different backgrounds behind the object you're filming. The reason the sheet is green, or you can also get blue screens, is because there's really not any green tones in our skin colors, and that's important when you want to film a person in front of the screen, because then you can go into a computer program and tell it to remove only that green color and then replace those areas with whatever background image you would like. So the green screen opened up many options to us for a sci-fi film like Dark Planet. If we wanted to put one of our actors on a planet far away, then we could film them in front of the green screen and then add in a barren background with some smoke and other effects. Or if we wanted our lead actress to be riding a futuristic motorcycle, we could film her riding a bicycle in front of the green screen and then add in a motorcycle photo and some footage of trees passing by and so forth. If you're wondering where to get started using a green screen in movies, there are many programs you can get online that will allow you to key out or remove the green background from your videos. Just Google free green screen software and you'll find a ton of different options. For special effects, I use a program called Adobe After Effects, but there are also some free options out there if you do some looking around. So here's some before and after composites that we did in front of the green screen. We wanted a continuous fight sequence in the film this year that would last about a minute in length, and I realized a few days into the class that I knew absolutely nothing about fight choreography. But as luck would have it, 3 of my students were trained martial artists, Marie, Michael, and Matthew Gillum. So Marie led the pack in putting together a full fight sequence for the film, and she did a wonderful job. All of them did. We had to shoot this sequence in front of the green screen to allow us to move the actors wherever we wanted them to be. In the movie, the fight scene is probably less than a minute long, but it took hours and hours of work to choreograph and teach every move and step to the actors. And that's all thanks to Marie Gillum and all those helping her with the choreography. This was also the first year that we got to work with a stunt double. There was one day where our lead actress, Emily Sparks, was really sick and had to miss the whole day of filming. So we bought a wig for Marie and filmed the fight sequence with her. That also turned out really well because she was so familiar with the choreography, having written it herself. So we look forward to using more stunts and choreography in the future for really cool action sequences. I really can't tell you how much fun it is to make a movie and to explore all these different creative possibilities. If you've never done it before, find a video camera, get some friends together, and just use your imagination, and you can do anything. It's a blast. So thanks for watching our behind the scenes, and we hope you enjoy our movie Dark Planet. So thanks for watching our behind the scenes, and we hope you enjoyed our movie Dark Planet.